Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the COVID Corsham School Fantasy Football League and this matchup between Dave Brown's boys and Up in Smoke FC. I'm Dave Mattingly, joined here in the commentary box by Gavin Gooseberry. Right there. Now, Gavin, excitement is high across the league in this opening week here, but particularly high for these two clubs, perhaps. Well, yes, Dave, I would agree with you on that. I would say both these teams have drafted well on Saturday, come away with some quality players. They've both been busy in the transfer market. In fact, doing a little business with each other. But I think they've both got a strong lineup and will perhaps be, looking around the league thinking they might be able to do some damage this year. Yes, Regis Field's buzzing today. Big crowd for the opening fixture of this season. Up in Smoke FC fans, typically hard to motivate, especially early on a Saturday, but they've showed out in numbers today. So without further ado, Gavin, would you like to introduce the lineups, starting with the visitors, Dave Brown's boys? Yeah, the lineup for Dave Brown's boys, managed by Matt the Cat Sanchez. In goal, David Laker, the captain, the leader. Type of leader who can take a small supermarket in a small town from unsatisfactory sales to, borderline satisfactory. He is, he's got those credentials. Playing as a lone centre-back, we've got Jordan Edwards, the new signing from King's Kippers. Interesting signing, this one. Sanchez had been vocal about his reservations about Edwards and, knowing his fitness issues and his likeliness of forgetting kit is very high. I wonder about that deal. I wonder if, of course, the back room, the big presence of Dave Brown, perhaps he had something to do with it. But either way, Jordan Edwards has ended up a Dave Brown boy, and he's going to line up in centre back today. Another player involved in that deal that saw Dave Pearce go into King's Kippers, Matthew Paish, Pasty. He's going to be playing left midfield today. Quality sign in there. What they've lost in Pearce as a reliable defender, I'm sure they've more than made up for here in a skillful midfielder in Paish. Lining up on the right side of midfield, a fan favourite with a beard you could knit a jumper from, it's Craig Mace. Now, Dave Brown's boys, the only club in the league with two bigger boys. They got first pick of them as well, and they took Stuart Tutt with that pick. He's lining up as the third man in this midfield in the attacking central role today. A lot expected of him this season. And the second of those bigger boys, a lethal striker with great posture, returning to his old club today for the first time. Tim Jeffries completes the lineup there for Dave Brown's boys. And how about the home team Up in Smoke FC, Gavin? Yes, Up in Smoke FC. I know from my playing days, a club with a very unique culture. In fact, I might still have a baggie stashed in one of these bushes, if I'm honest. But yeah, fond memories of playing for the club. Managed by Dan McCabe now. Starting in goal, one of four products of that golden generation of the Regis Academy, class of 95. Perhaps not one of the glamour members of the team, but he's a reliable pair of hands, sizable head. Shane Moulton is the goalkeeper for today. Up in Smoke in with two at the back today. At left back, another Regis boy, grew up just down the street, Jason Paradise. And at right back, it's Josh Babcock. He went at Corsham School very long, and he wasn't the best of footballers, but he did manage to finger a fair amount of birds in his short time at the school. And in the midfield, another man facing his former club for the first time today. The man who got traded for Jeffries, it's Aidy Webb. Good old Webby, very reliable midfielder, tough, tenacious, Up in Smoke, and really going to need him to be on top form today, dealing with that strong midfield of Dave Brown's boys. A no out-and-out striker today, two winger situation, two Regis boys, a pair that know each other well, Aston Keogh on the left wing, and Henry Conrad completes the lineup on the right hand side of the attack. And that's good pressure by Mace to win the ball back from Conrad. The visitors have started with intensity here. And Mace switches the ball out to the other side, out to Page. Page brings it under his spell. And in comes Page again. He lays it into Tut. Tut gives it back to Page and makes a run. Oh, Page can pick him out, and he has done! It's a goal! Stuart Tut, the diving header at the near post. Whip ball in from Page. Tut was first to it. The goalkeeper had no chance. 1-0, 3 minutes gone. Dave Brown's boys lead. Oh yeah, Tutty showing us what he's all about there. Great diving header that was. Fair play to Page as well. He's whipped in a lovely ball. Tosser. And his Webb. Webb, lovely through ball to Conrad. He's onto it in a flash. Conrad looking to get to the byline here. Crosses one in. Kehoe. Oh, just over the bar with a header. Might have come off his shoulder, in fact. Couldn't get a clink in action. But it was a good chance. This game has started at a frantic pace. And the ball played forward to Conrad. But it's well claimed by Laker, who's quickly on the offensive, playing it out to Page here. Matthew Page. One touch and he plays it up the line to Jeffries. Jeffries in a bit of space here. Jeffries cutting back on his right foot. Plays it square. Craig Mace! Craig Mace doubles the visitors' lead. A quick counter-attack there. Jeffries, good bit of skill on the left. And Mace tucks it away. 2-0.
Oh yeah, go on Macey. It was a lightning quick counter-attack that. And Mace was on the end to finish it.
And Babcock into Webb. Hosing seem to be playing well despite being 2-0 down here. The passing's a bit slick. Back to Webb. Webb lofted ball through to Conrad again here. Conrad! Conrad! Yes! 2-1! Henry Conrad! He hit it, he didn't wait for it to bounce. Firm strike across the goal. Laker had no chance.
Great goal there from Conrad. Lovely pass from Webby. He's already dropped a few gems on the front two there. That one the pick of the bunch. And Conrad finished it. Game on.
That's a pretty hopeless ball there from Paradise. And again, Dave Brown's boys could be on the counter-attack with Page. Page slipping it into Tut. Tut to Jeffries. Jeffries a backheel attack. Oh, just wide. Dave Brown's boys breaking with such pace. Oh, the up-in-smoke defence of Paradise and Babcock barely holding on there against two bigger boys. They're bigger, they're stronger, they fingered more birds. A lot to handle.
Oh yeah, they are, definitely. And as you say, breaking with pace. Paradise and Babcock, not the best of players. Looks like it might be a long day for them.
Ball's back to Edwards here. Oh, he's hoisted that aimlessly up in the air. It's gone pretty high, but it's not gone far. Mason, Webb jostling for the ball there. As Mason comes away with it. Mace quickly to Tut. Tut. Oh, nice bit of skill there to turn away. Back to Mace. Mace trying to get across it. He does so, and it's Jeffries. Jeffries, a glancing header. Scoring against his old club. Makes it 3-1.
Yeah, lovely ball in there for Mace. Glancing header from Jeffries. He's restored the 2-goal lead for the visitors. Quick attacking play there.
Paradise back to Moulton. Moulton boosting it high. And there's the whistle for half-time. It's an action-packed first half here. The visitors, Dave Brown's boys, 3. Up in Smoke FC, 1. And his Webb. The home side have started this second half very positively. Kehoe now. Good turn from Kehoe. Looking to get to the byline. Puts the cross in. It's Paradise! It's a Paradise! 3-2 now. Most unlikely of goal scorers. But he pushed the line to get up the far side there and met the ball at the far post.
Yeah, go on, Jason. Fair play to the lad. Page now plays it into Tut. Tut under pressure from Webb. Oh, that's a reckless challenge from Webb. Oh, and Stuart Tut takes exception to it here. It's getting a bit heated. The two forehead to forehead here. Webby eating it back down. One players separating them here, but this game really starting to bubble. We hope it doesn't boil over. What's the referee going to do here? The free kick was awarded. The whistle went. But is there going to be further action? Yes. Yes, it is a yellow card there for Webb. Oh, he's calling Tut over as well. I think it's going to be a booking for Stuart Tut also. And back to Babcock. Babcock goes across field to Paradise. Paradise, oh, Paradise has been caught in possession here. Matthew Page has taken it away from him. Page bearing down on goal. Matthew Page puts it between the keeper's legs. The fourth goal of the game for Dave Brown's boys. Poor play there for Paradise. Page, didn't he finish it coolly? Oh yeah, classic move, slotted between the keeper's legs. I think he might have yelled nuts as he did it, to be honest. Lovely goal, but Up and Smoke be kicking themselves there. Just when they were getting back on the game, a poor error has cost them. And it's Conrad. The home team certainly not giving up here. The fans roaring them on. Conrad lays it back to Webb. Webb out wide here to Babcock. Babcock fakes the cross, cuts back on his left, whips the cross in, it goes through a crowd of Webb! Adrian Webb at the far post! A stooping header, he's got the home team right back in it. The response is almost immediate. The ball came in from Babcock, it was untidy defending from Edwards. He was very out of position there, and Webb waltzed into the box and brings them back to within one. Webby, he doesn't score many headers, but that is a valuable one. He scored against his old club, as Jeffrey's done up the other end. They're back within one. Can they get the equaliser in these last 10 minutes? And here's Kehoe again. Nipping past Page. Kehoe lays it back to Conrad. Conrad with the right footed Kehoe. Oh, what a save by David Laker. The captain maintaining his team's lead here in the dying minutes. Cat-like reflexes. Fingertip save there. It was a great strike from Conrad, but Laker was equal to it. And Babcock. It's Webb. Time against him here. Webb. Oh, but the whistle's gone. The referee's blown the final whistle here at Regis Fields. Paul and Skip shaking hands with Captain David Laker. Victorious today, Laker, leading Dave Brown's boys to victory in his first game. Up in Smoke, the home team, they played well, scored some goals, but just couldn't really deal with the firepower of Dave Brown's boys there. Hey, Gavin. Yeah, they were particularly good, the two bigger boys up front. But it was a good performance all round from Dave Brown's boys. I thought Mace was excellent. I mean, Jordan Edwards was absolute liability, but, you know, I think that's going to be their philosophy this year, is just outscore the other team. And he's done that today. Up in Smoke, definitely be disappointed. Thought their passing was slick. Webby was quality in the middle of the field. Conrad was a constant threat up top. They just didn't have quite enough today.
Thank you, Gavin. Well, that's all the time we have for today. So from me, Dave Mattingly, and Gavin Gooseberry,
Cheers, then.
it's good day.